Hello again. Hello again. I'm back for another Adventure Quest video. This time I'm going to cover 3 things. Well, at least I'm going to try to cover 3 things. The first one being the new Dragonrider armor. That's a $50 armor, and I'll go over the specifics. But it's really good. The second thing is Conjure Shadow. Now, it's been in the limited time shop for a while now, but I just want to cover it because it might be going rare soon. So I want to try to show you guys that it's an amazing spell and you really should get it. And thirdly is the new Zardnado. Now it can only be accessed through a portal painting that you can get in a limited time shop for 1,500 G tokens. Now that's nothing. But as I'll show you, it's very good. Now, I'm going to show off the most important thing, in my opinion, which is the Dragonrider. Now let's train against Combat Practice Guy, which I should have been doing before. Now this is the armor. I love the art for this. Like the wings, the dragon itself, the horns, everything looks awesome. The armor, overall, it's really, really cool looking. Now the thing with this is it has 2 modes. First mode is you're mounted. You're riding on the dragon's back. Now with this, let me just show you the stats really quick. This form is fully offensive. It's a fully offensive Earth armor, which is amazing. Now, if you can dismount from your dragon. Now, dismounting will shift your armor lean to fully defensive and gaining a boost to your block rate. I believe, like, it's -3 PTH. And you get off your dragon essentially. Now this is before I get into the attacks, the fully offensive version actually has a damage boost to it. I believe it's like a 5% damage boost, but still, it's pretty cool. It has 4 attacks. It has this charge attack, which is 1 hit. And if I can get it to show, it doesn't come off that often, but it has a breath attack, which, if you remember the War of the Giants, I believe that's what it was called, with the giant dragons, it had an attack called breath, and that's basically the same thing. Also, depending on the element of your attack, the animation will actually change for every single element. It's, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it here. The fully defensive one has you jump forward twice, and then there's a second attack, which is also the breath attack. This is actually a very versatile armor. I love how they combine the fully offensive and the fully defensive. It's definitely worth the $50 in my honest opinion. It's 100% worth the $50. Yep, there's the breath attack. So you see it's fire right now. That's because I'm using a fire weapon. But if I change to, I think earth works really well. Even though it's doing fire damage, it will do the earth. attack, or the earth breath. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it to show again, but there we are. See, that's the earth one. If you're using like an earth weapon, and overall, it can do pretty high damage. Because I was using Iron Thorn, but if I switched over to like using Dunamis, for example, or I'll probably be getting the dual, like the pet version of the Dunamis, but like that'll actually help it out a lot, and I can probably do like a really good amount of damage. Yeah, even now I'm doing a solid amount of damage. And there's the ice one. I thought it wouldn't show up, but hey. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to show off the breath version in this, but it's basically the same thing, except like you step forward and put your aim your weapon toward the enemy, and then oh, there it is. Just as I said. Anything. Okay, so the next one I want to show off is a spell, which is Conjure Shadow. This thing is really good. Now, you can either summon the Shadow Templar, which is a fully offensive light and dark armor. The thing with this, though, is it's mana powered, but even though it is mana powered, that mana powers up your attacks, so it does really good damage. Even though I didn't show that there. It's light and dark, fully offensive, so 40 and 40 for light and dark. My best strategy for this is use Saluna, so you can heal your MP. And then use like a misc boosting if you're a warrior. So even if you are a warrior, you can use this to its full extent. Well, not full extent. I'll show what I mean on my next turn. So the other two things you can summon are the Shadow Slicer, which is both, I believe, a dual light and dark weapon. But it's magic, so I don't find much use out of it. But it does look really cool. Let me go back to my Dragonrider route to actually show that off. It does look like a shadow weapon. And then the third thing is Shadow Wolf, which is again powered by your MP, but it does attack for light and dark damage, so it can do both. I'm not exactly sure what goes into it, but hopefully it can do it here. Luna, let me get my MP back. I'll probably do a part 2 for Zardnado. I just want to show this part off. Wolf flanks your opponent, dividing your opponent's attention. So it takes -12 to from all attacks for 2 rounds, and that's really cool. Okay, so that's Conjure Shadow and Dragonrider mount. I showed those off. In the next part, we'll show off Zardnado. Actually, I'll probably combine these into 2, knowing me. Oh, cool. part 2 of this is going to be facing the Zardnado monster. This, I believe, this can only be found through the portal painting. And then you can access it anytime through your house paintings. This one is actually pretty interesting. So, with the Zardnado, you teleport to this weird place thing. Now, it's level, like, depends on the level of the painting you bought. So mine, I bought level 150, so the monster is level 150. Now, the resists are a little different, but 200% to fire and earth, and 150 to light and dark. Also 100 to the rest of them. It's wind, but it has a trick up its sleeve. And this can be a bitch. I will say that outright. This can be a douche. Thankfully, that's that. Now, its attack pattern is it's going to attack with wind, then it's going to attack with water. However, once I believe it gets up to 799 SP. Yeah, like now. You want to be careful, because it'll do one hit of wind, one hit of water, another hit of wind, and then it'll do one blast of energy. Which, yeah, 792. If you're not in the right armor, like, for example, if you wanted to have, like, say, one of the pirate garbs, and if you were in, like, the fully offensive one, which is, like, 40 to water and 40 to wind, but, like, I believe it's, like, 90 to energy, you might want to prepare for that attack, because it can be damaging. Anyway, but the reward for this is, well, right now I have the upgraded gold from the golden gift boxes, so I get more gold, but normally it's like 1.2 million gold, and you can keep doing this. You can keep battling this guy for as long as you want to. It's like, it's actually a really cool way to, like, farm for gold. I've heard this is going by the forums, I believe. But you can actually, like, 2-turn this, like, either 1 or 2-turn this, if you're a mage or a wizard. Because, like, you can have, like, Pyromancer, Celtic Wheel, which is int boosting. Then you can have, like, Cilia Stap or something, and then, like, Destruction Burst, I think. And that can hit out some very powerful attacks. I mean, very powerful attacks. And it can be damaging. Like, yeah, it can be very damaging. But Like, for example, the terror set that I have is powerful enough, so it can kill. Anyway, so right now there's other than that, there's a couple limited time items. So the first one is the Ultimate Dragon Lord. Now this is gonna go rare, I'm not sure when, but it's a light scythe, and it's either range or magic. But the thing to this is it multiplies your Lucky Strike damage by 1.5, and it can do some very powerful attacks. Very powerful. Not sure what this is. I'll have to. Oh, it's a low proc. I know that, like 5%, I think, and it can. Because it's such low proc, I believe its power is boosted up to like 33.3%. So it's very powerful. This has been here for a while. It's energy and wind. This actually makes your opponent elementally, or have an elemental vulnerability status, like the Champion of Sinmaw set to energy, but instead it actually does it to darkness, so it can be very, very damaging. Let's see. Firework Spear. That's an Independence Day item. Sparkler, same thing. There's light and fire versions of these. I kind of wish they were higher, but whatever. The Patriot Blade doesn't seem to be back, which kind of disappoints me, but I was hoping for it to make a return, but oh well. There's always next year. And then the Lieutenant Lore Cannon. This has an energy burn, or it can do pure damage. I haven't tried out that one, but I have tried out the Vex Blade and the Dragonrider Scythe. Both are very, very good, and I would definitely recommend them. I haven't checked out Gonthor Battle Axe either, which I might buy it once I get the Dunamis, but because look at that art. Look at that art. Anyway. Other items are the Iron Man shield, which I believe, like, every time, I'm not sure the specifics, but, like, it has a chance to inflict daze. And I'll include links to all of the info subs in the description below, so apologies for not knowing everything beforehand. The Fireworks is a shield that can actually defend against both fire and light. I picked it up because it's going to go rare soon, so if you want compression, I would definitely pick this up. Spells, not sure what these are. I know what spells are. Fireworks is a light damage, I believe. Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes are pets, and you know, I don't believe they do anything special, but it's just fire and light damage pets. That's basically it. And then the Gemini Pendant is there was an event, a void event actually, a couple weeks ago, and it had a pair of monks, and one could do earth and one could do wind damage, and that's what this is. Like, you actually can summon those, and it'll seek depending on what's better. And then of course there's the Zardnado. Alright, so that's it for now. for watching. Next time I might show off the Gorthor Battle Axe, because I might have bought the Dunamis package. Until then, see you later.